The Rebbe's Maamar of Rosh Hashanah talk about Shofar Gadol. Maamar look at Chelik Vav. We're on page Zayin on page Ches. Okay, so the last thing the Rebbe was asking L'cha'eram, if the whole union of Shofar is Avedas Hamata, and yet we say you talk about Shofar Gadol is B'mayda. So the Rebbe elaborated what the Rebbe Marash was explaining, that min ha-meitzar karasi yudke dafke through meitzar, through the level of bittul, which is the level of basically lack of avodah. You know, if you don't feel yourself doing anything, it's only the level of bittul, that's how you come to yitaka. And the Rebbe said, because there's two aspects of Rosh Hashanah. One aspect of Rosh Hashanah is Yom B'riyas Ha'adam, and also Zikaron Yom Rishon. Okay? So he explains this Chitzeni Yisaratzen and Pnimi Yisaratzen. Okay, class sponsor today by Avram Maradian for the birthday of the Baal Shem Tov and the Alter Rebbe. Okay, so he says like this, the last thing we're learning, there's Pnimi Yisaratzen and Chitzeni Yisaratzen. Chitzeni Yisaratzen, Hashem wanted to create a world. If you said you want to work, but that's not the ultimate. The ultimate is make money. So that Hashem wanted to create the world as Chitzeni Yisaratzen. Then yet Pnimi Yisaratzen is for the avodah of the Yidden in the world. So he says now in Zion like this. V'hinei al-pui ha-muvah le'il from the Rabbi Marash. Shameitza de Shofar inyan shana sherasha b'tchilasa. It's the same concept as the year that the Gemara says. Shana shirasha mitchilat, because it says Rashis in Chumash without an aleph. So it says that Shana shirasha mitchilat, the Gemara says, a year that's poor at the beginning ends up to be, Mitzasherid the Sefer is rich at the end.
Why are they missing the aleph from Rosh?
The Torah leaves out the aleph. In the Chumash it's without an aleph. So the Gemara learns a lot,
Without the aleph?
Without the aleph. He says, in Rasha betchilasa, what does it mean poor at the beginning? Ishi Yisrael, Eis, and Atzman, the Rasha Rosh Hashanah. The Rabbi Marash explained, what does it mean, Shana Shi Rasha betchilasa? It means the Yidden make themselves poor, meaning the Yidden have the ultimate level of bittul. Moving from there, it's understood that the whole inyan ha-meitzah that causes the merchav, ugam ksha-meitzah mitzad ha-bittul, is also not when the meitzar is they're suffering, but on the contrary, when it comes from bittul. Shavedah sehi b'shleimus, meaning as follows. Bittul doesn't mean I'm a nothing. Bittul means you're doing a complete avodah. But you realize it's einay milvadei. It's not me. Ela mitzad ha-bittul shaloi. What's that? The Rebbe is explaining based on what the Rebbe Marash explains. Shirasha b'tchilasa means the min ha-meitzah, the meitzah of the Jew. The Rebbe says that's the level of bittul. So then, through the level of bittul, he realizes how nothing he is compared to the greatness of Hashem. That itself is the level of meitzah. And gamai de meitzah is that even the level of meitzah, meaning not that he's not doing avodah. On the contrary, the avodah is b'shleimus. But it's done with bittul that causes the level of merchav.
Mesar is pressure.
Pressure means that I'm not what I want to be, I'm not what I could be, I'm not what I am able to do. When a person is like a mater of golos, right? That means you're not, somebody else is controlling you, you're not able to do what you want. That's the whole level of bittul. There's no me. I'm being... But in Kedusha, Meitzer is complete Aveda Bittul. It's not me doing anything. It's the Eibishter. He says, it's the same thing as far as the Gilu of the Shofar Gadol. That he says, Shemis Erev Nimshach, that the Rebbe explained before. How does it come from? From the Meitzer of Eivdim and Nidachim. The Rebbe explained before that not only the Shofar Gadol wake up the Eivdim and Nidachim, but the Meitzar of the Eivdim and Nidachim, meaning the Bittul, so it's not Avodah that you feel yourself as Avodah. The bittul, that itself, gam kshavaydosi b'shleimus. Even when a person has complete avodah. So what's the bittul? Shem is bain, and he realizes a meditation. Gabi reim Mr. Irin Sof. Compared to the greatness of Hashem, gamo aveda amitis. Even when he does a proper aveda, lechet yichoshev will be considered like a sin. And again, sin here doesn't mean sin; it means lacking. That means a person could be a perfect Jew, yet he realizes that compared to the greatness of Hashem, it's worthless what I'm doing. Because what is it compared to Hashem? And therefore, in that level of, it's a lofty level, by the way. A person is a Muslim in Aveda, he's doing complete Aveda, and yet he realizes that everything I do compared to what it should be is worthless. 1 second. Shaidei, don't tell me your news yet. Shaidei and this that itself causes, in other words, like this. Through the Rebbe is explaining that what does it mean? If it wouldn't be on tape, I'd say you're crazy. I said, if it wouldn't be on tape, I'd say you're crazy. I know we're talking. Okay, anyway. So the Rebbe is explaining that because the fundamental question over here was, here we're saying you talk about Shofar Gadol is not through Avodah. And yet we're saying the whole Avodah of Shofar, which is the prerequisite of Shofar Gadol, is the Avodah of Avodah of the Yid. The whole in your Rosh Hashanah, which is Shofar, is the Avodah of the Yid. So the Rebbe is explaining, yeah, but it's the level of Meitzah. It's a level that the Yid realizes that no matter how great of Avodah I'm doing, compared to the greatness of Hashem, it's Meitzah. And that Meitzah of the, and the Rebbe takes it a step further. That means the Yid, who is the complete, perfect Jew in Avodah, he realizes I'm really lost, I'm far away from Hashem, compared to what it should be. That level of Meitzah causes the Yitaka b'Shofar Gadol, it reveals a level of Elokus that's higher than Avodah. In other words, in practical language, the Avodah of Bittul reaches a level that Avodah cannot reach. That it's a Gilui Momaili Yitaka that's not even based on what your Avodah is. Now what do you want to tell me news? Oh, okay. And he says, L'chein u'akshaydeis and this earth of an nimshach agilu Shofar Gadol v'yeshloimar shegam oz, that even then, when the Gilu of Shofar Gadol comes through the level of Bittul, Shayach Loshin Yitaka, Kami Yitaka Miyatzmi. Even though you're doing the Avodah, Bittul, but nevertheless it still causes Yitaka. Why? When a person makes himself like this poor man, there's nothing. The inyan ani she'en le mishal atzmei klum. What is an ani? An ani, like David HaMelech Malchus, you only get what people give you. You have nothing of your own. So he says, what is a poor man? A poor man means to have nothing of his own. I only rely on what people give me. So then Humakri understands, Umargish, and he feels. That his Avodah comes down to Gilui is not from his ability, not from his greatness. It's only mitzad chesed HaKadosh Baruch Hu Yitaka Miyatzmi. Okay, and he says, and the Rebbe says in 53 at the bottom, a very interesting statement. So if Avodah is worthless, so to speak, so why does Hashem give us Avodah?
Why do we have to do it?
So he says that this, he realizes the chesed of Hashem, that it shouldn't be what's called Namad Chsufa, shamed bread. Meaning like this, Chassidus explains, something you get for free, you don't appreciate. It's called shamed bread. In other words, something you get for free, easy come, easy go. It's not a big deal. Something you work really hard for, then you appreciate it much more than if you got it for free. So Hashem wants that the Gilui of Elokus, really it comes completely from Hashem. The person realizes this, that I'm doing it, it's not me. It really has nothing to do, how can I bring down the Gilui of Elokus? Yitoka. It's impossible. It's the chesed of Hashem. Hashem says this, Yitoka, that I'm going to give you this great Gilui from above. I don't want it to be a freebie. They say, I don't want it to be Named Duchsufa, shamed bread. I want it to be through your Avodah. But the Jew realizes, Mi ani umani, how do you think in the world can my Avodah reach that level? But if you think about it, you're talking about a person that Rabbi says, whose Avodah is bishleimus. I mean, his service of Hashem is perfect. Yet he realizes, it's not me. Who am I to do it? I'm so far away from Hashem, no matter how great it is, it's like dirt. It's like lechet yichoshim. It's like a sin. And therefore I'm an even nidachim. But that itself, it's Avodah, but it's not Avodah because you're feeling your Avodah is worthless. If so, why does Hashem make us Avodah? Because Hashem is kind to us, He wants me to work for it. I shouldn't feel that I got a handout. I got it.
Is that one reason why also Rabbi says even tzaddikim need to do tshuva?
First of all, the Alter Rebbe doesn't say it. The Zohar says it. They asked Alter Rebbe, how could that be? And the Alter Rebbe explained it. Yeah.
So this is it.
It's here he's not speaking about the level of tshuva. Here he's speaking that even when you do the avodah, you realize there's no way in the world that my avodah could do anything, and it's only because of the Ashdebishter giving me this gift from above of Yitaka. Why does he want me to work then? That it shouldn't be Namedach Sufa. This that is Aveda causes the Gilui is not mitzad ili shaloi, because I'm great. El mitzad chesed HaKadosh Baruch Hu becomes Yitaka me'atzme ki'ilu. It comes such a Gilui as if the Aveda wasn't through a Sirusa del Sata Klal. It's as if there was no Aveda. What? But that's causing the Yitaka of Shofar Gadol to create. What do you mean a higher Aveda? We said minutes later, but we learned many times in Yud Aleph Nisan, that they call Yud Aleph Nisan Haggadol, when the Rebbe turned 70. Yeah, the theme of that year, the Sichas, the everything was Adam La'amal Yivoled. Person was born to work. La'avda u'l-shomer. Hashem puts Adam Rishon in Gan Eden. La'avda u'l-shomer. Hashem tells Moshe Rabbeinu at the Sneh, V'yitziach hasam mitzrayim tavdu nesalakim. Everything of it. You like somebody, you don't make him be your slave. You do it for free. You help him out. Why will you make him a neved? So we've learned this many times. It's phenomenal. The Rebbe explains because the avodah of a Jew makes him from nivra b'yrei. He becomes shutav l'kadosh baruch hu b'ma'aseh bereishis. Becomes a part of me equal. A Jew, a finite human being, connects through Torah mitzvahs to the infinite Hashem. You become infinite. Yeah? So, the Rebbe explains, any avodah that you're going to do, compared, it's not that you work hard, you make $1 billion. $1 billion is only 1 billion times 1. So it's still finite. And yet a person will work very hard to reach $1 billion. Here you're talking about reaching from Gvul Bli Gvul, from becoming Nivra to become Beirei. Whatever you're going to do is nothing. And that's the similar bittul here that he's talking about.
Yes, Chef.